Inside.com, aka Mr. Holla at your motherfucking boy. So Jermell Charlo versus Erickson Lubin apparently is in talks to being made. Apparently it's in the final stages of negotiation, if I'm not mistaken. And this fight is very close to being done, which is very, very good news. Both of these guys are top quality 154 pounders. Jermell Charlo's the WBC champion. Erickson Lubin, I believe, I don't know if he's number 1 or number 2 in the WBC. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what his rank is, but I know that this fight is not mandated by the WBC. So the fact that they're making this fight right now is really good for boxing, man. It's really good. It says a lot about Jermell Charlo. It says a lot about his team and you know how they believe in him. It says a lot. It just says a lot in general, because they don't have to fight this guy right now. They could put off the fight a little bit. They could look for a unification. They could fight a bum. I mean, this guy just fought Charles Hatley. You know, a lot of people don't think very highly of Charles Hatley now because he got knocked out by Jermell Charlo. But Charles Hatley is a top guy. He's a top guy in 154, man. And Jermell Charlo knocked him out like it was nothing. You know what I mean? He was landing solid punches. He beat the shit out of Charles Hatley, man. Let's just keep the shit 100 here. He beat the shit out of Charles Hatley, and he looked very impressive doing it. And honestly, he kind of earned a bum fight. You know what I mean? Because Charles Hatley was a top guy. So for him to go into a fight, destroy Charles Hatley, and then in the very next fight Erickson Lubin, that says a lot about Jermell Charlo. You know what I mean? Now when it comes to Erickson Lubin, man, I don't know a whole lot about this guy, man. I really don't. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. A lot of people sit up here and they lie and, oh, I know this, I've seen all this fight. You know what I mean? They talk all this bullshit. I don't know that much about Erickson Lubin, man. I just now heard about. I've actually been hearing his name for a few years, but I've never actually seen any of his fights. So there's not too much I know about Erickson Lubin. But I do know that the guy is solid. And I do know that he has a solid amateur record. And I do know he has some wins over some very credible opposition. You know what I mean? So the guy is a very, very solid opponent for Jermell Charlo, in general. You know, so, you know, this is just a really, really good fight. This is just a really good opportunity for both fighters to make more of a name for themselves. And, of course, the WBC title's on the line. So, I mean, shit. What more can you say about that? You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, you know what, man? With that all being said, man, you know, 154, man, in general, it's just a stacked-ass division. It is a stacked division at 154, man. I mean, honestly, no matter what you decide to do, if you're a champion at 154, I mean, you know, there's nowhere for you to run. Not saying that Jermell Charlo is trying to run anywhere, but there's really nowhere for you to run, because no matter who you decide to fight in the top 10, they're all killers. All of them have major amateur backgrounds. All of them have solid skill sets. All of them have talent. All of them have boxing skills. All of them are just good at 154. It's just a stacked ass division in general. You know what I mean? So even if Jermell Charlo wanted to like run somewhere or something like that, he wouldn't be able to do it at 154. You know what I mean? But still, I have to give the man credit for taking on a fight like this, you know, versus an Erickson Lubin, because he certainly didn't have to fight this guy right now. So I have to do nothing but give Jermell Charlo the most credit for fighting Erickson Lubin. Of course, should this fight actually happen, because, you know, it's not official yet. It hasn't been announced or anything like that. But you know, even the fact that they're talking about making this fight, it's just, you know, it's fulfilling for me in general. The fact that they're even talking about this fight, you know what I mean? And I think they should do more of that. They should talk more about, you know, what the fights that they're trying to make. They shouldn't be so secretive about the shit, because if they're trying to make the fight, then that tells me that they do care about what the fans think, you know? Yeah, I think they should do more of that, man. I mean, shit, we're trying to get this fight done. We're trying to get this fight. Like, be more forthcoming with the fans about the fights that you're trying to make. You know what I mean? Because, you know, as boxing fans, we ask for fights all the time, and it feels like they go on deaf ears, you know, like no one hears them, no one gives a shit. And I mean, so they really should be more forthcoming about that. And the fact that they're trying to make this fight come about, to me is Like I said, it's good news in general because at very least it was attempted, even if it doesn't happen. And, that's all there is to it. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think about this news. What do you think about Jermell Charlo versus Erickson Lubin? What do you think about that? Who do you got in that fight? I'm not going to do a prediction now or anything like that. I'll probably wait to do my prediction, until the fight's actually made. And, I'll probably watch some stuff on Erickson Lubin because I have never actually seen the guy fight before. But I'll watch some stuff on him and see if I can make a good prediction for you guys. But who do you got in that fight? What do you think about the fight being made and all that? Let me know in the comment section below. You could also hit me up on Twitter, box capital X or capital X dot. You can hit me up on Facebook, box -sign or -sign dot. Like the video, subscribe, all that bullshit. But until next time, it's your boy D Dynamite signing out. I'll let your motherfucking boy.